I've worked all of my life to live in Italy. We found this place, and now this is our place, and it means everything to me. I love that Tuscan food, it's about basic ingredients and the quality of them. It can take a long time. There's braised meats, there's slow-cooked ragouts and sauces and things. We have a jam-packed show.
Literally, I'm using jam in one of my drinks, so it's jam-packed.
I am making chicken with figs.
Carrot cake, very easy carrot cake.
It tastes like a Fig Newton got in a fight with the old-fashioned.
We're getting figgy with it. Boom! Food is a conduit. We make food to take us away to places we've never been and dream about going to. You just need your imagination and a couple of bucks, and you have a ticket to anywhere. So come on over. I love this place. I hope you do too. Today, I am with my husband and my sister, and we have a jam-packed show.
Literally, I'm using jam in one of my drinks, so it's jam-packed.
Well, show off. So John, what are you making?
I'm making a fig, sort of an old-fashioned. I'm calling it Forget About It.
Because I am making chicken with figs, which actually dates back to?
Dates? Figs or dates? Which ones are you?
No, the recipe, honey.
It dates back to ancient Mesopotamian times.
Or our wedding.
Oh yeah, or that, which was not that long ago.
And Maria, what are you making?
Carrot cake.
I love carrot cake. Love it. And I don't like sweets, as you know. But Maria's carrot cake, it's easy, right?
One bowl.
It's a put in the bowl, throw it in the pan, done.
And it's good for your eyes.
Absolutely.
And it's good for your eyes. Although John is not good with his eyes or his ears because apparently he missed our wedding. So at our wedding, we had chicken with figs and we had a Brunello sauce over beef as the choices for folks. Apparently so memorable. All right, so I'm gonna brown chicken, and Maria, you're gonna get going with the cake, right?
Super.
All I'm
Absolutely.
doing is literally browning chicken. Where did we put the chicken?
Oh,
think
chicken.
we left it in the other
Okay,
room.
hold on.
Hold, please. Now I will be browning chicken. Now, I always make extra of this because my sister loves it so much. And because I have house guests coming this week, and I have friends that are standing behind that camera that I also need to feed. So I'm making a double batch, but it's the silliest, simplest recipe in the world. All this is seasoned chicken, bone in, skin on, breasts and thighs. You go over there because you're not doing drinks until later.
Okay, bye for now.
Okay, bye for now. Love you. Fresh figs, by the way. We have fig trees, and you can get fresh figs in the fall into winter at any grocery store. If you can't get fresh figs, use dried and just pour hot water over them, and they come back to life for you. Have them, soak them in warm water, hot water, right? And throw them into the pot. Go ahead, Maria, take it away.
Okay,
Tell them how to make carrot cake.
carrot cake, very easy carrot cake. Mixer. We have egg, oil, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, baking soda, salt, brown sugar, flour, carrots, and nuts. Okay. In the pan it goes. And again, and had I thought, I would have put it in bubble and brown. There is bubble and brown here. It's beautiful in bubble and brown. You can
Yeah,
serve
thanks
it.
a lot for not
I
using your
forgot.
sister's product
I did.
to bake your cake in.
No, at home I always put it in a bubble and brown, and then I don't have to take it out. It's beautiful. I forgot you have them upstairs.
I have them everywhere.
I know.
Because I live here?
I know, but there's 85 shelves and kitchens, and
I created them because you like to bake.
yes, I appreciate that. They are.
Way to not
So
show
bake
my
it.
dish.
Bake
Thanks
it
a
in
lot.
the bubble and brown, please.
Thank you so
then
much.
You don't have to plate it. But anyway,
Thanks for watching.
55 to 65 minutes in the oven, middle of the oven. Check it at about 50, 55 minutes. If it's starting to spring back a little on the outside, but the inside is still really wobbly, put a piece of foil over it to finish it off, and that'll cook evenly. Okay, here we go. Quick cream cheese frosting for your carrot cake. I have 2 teaspoons of milk with a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I have 8 ounces of cream cheese and 6 ounces of butter and confectioner's sugar. I'm gonna use 4 to 5 cups depending on the consistency. We'll see as we go. Cream cheese and the milk combine. That's smooth and creamy. Then you start to add confectioner's sugar a cup at a time. My sister likes her cream cheese frosting less buttery, less sugary, and more cream cheesy, so this is a tangy cream cheese. Okay, start with a couple of cups, and we'll go from there. So when your cake is completely cooled, either resting in your bubble and brown or plated, you spread the frosting on it. I've decorated with a few crushed pistachios and some grated carrot just for color, but that easy.
We brown our chicken first for this Figgy chicken from my wedding that my husband doesn't even remember having. But then we put it back into the pot. And it's such a simple recipe. My sister loves this because there's very little to remember. You don't even have to write it down or print it out. It gets a splash of vinegar. I'm using my apple cider vinegar. I am using bone broth. This is not mine, so I don't have to hold my own head on the stock box. So I mix it up. I'm fair to everybody and every brand. I like to give everybody an opportunity. As I said, you don't have to make this much chicken. I'm making kind of 2 pots so we have leftovers that are guaranteed, okay? For each recipe, I normally buy 4 thighs and at least 2 chicken breasts for my sister because she will not eat chicken thigh. So I'm going to use the 2 pots here to finish cooking this off. But once we've browned the chicken in a little olive oil, we're gonna get it back in there and scatter around some, these are tropea onions, local onions, or actually these are from Sicily, to tell you the truth. But red onion, white onion, a little onion. Let it start cooking down with the chicken. And we want a little bit of garlic. My husband won't eat anything without garlic in it. So we add little onion, little garlic. I like fresh thyme with chicken. and fresh bay. There's bay in poultry seasoning, but I like to add a little fresh as well. Spin everybody around. It's all gonna get along. They're going to the spa together. They're gonna braise and hang out and have a good time. We let this get going a bit, and then we add the garlic. Hello, you lost your dress. Let's put it back on, shall we? There we go. Everybody in the hot tub. Okay, so now, once it gets going a bit, don't want to waste any time. Get it? Time, whatever. Look, it's not my job. I cook. I'm not a comedian. Then you can add in a little garlic. Okay. And before the wine, just a splash, dot of vinegar. I'm using my cider vinegar. You could use wine vinegar of any kind, of course, as well. We let that cook off for a second. And if you have allergies, which I do, stand closer to the pot because it cleans out your head. Now, the figs, this is very important. These are fresh. It's different if you're using dried. Remember, we have to reconstitute those, and you don't have to sear any garnish figs, okay? We have fresh figs because we have little fig trees here. And again, many months of the year, you can buy them in a grocery store, okay? Fresh figs are delicious with prosciutto. They're delicious with blue cheese, savory or gorgonzola dolce, sweet, with toasted walnuts on top. Oh my God, I'm drooling, literally. We're gonna put the soft figs, super ripe figs, we're going to put in the braise. So they're gonna cook down into the sauce. We're gonna take these guys that are a little bit firmer. See how they still have a little purple brown kind of color going on? And if you push on them, they give you some resistance. We're gonna char these guys in a separate skillet, okay? And use them for garnish. So we're gonna have these charred pieces of perfect fig that are undercooked on top. And we're going to have the mushy figs in the braise, melted out in the wine and stock. So we've got our chicken brown. We've got our onions going on with the garlic and the bay, yada, yada. We put in that little splash of acid, the first acid of 2 that we're using. We put in that little splash of the cider vinegar. Now we're going to kind of turn it into drunken chicken. Good quality, doesn't have to be expensive at all, but good quality red wine. This is from our region. We also make our own in our backyard. And you're gonna do a couple of slow turns of the pan. For each of these 2 pots, I'm gonna use about 1.5 cups, okay? And we're gonna let that reduce. And then we're going to add about the same amount. Please don't measure. Baking is one thing, cooking is another. Just add some stock, add some wine. You're gonna be fine. When this reduces down, and starts to smell almost intoxicating, that's when we add the mushy figs and the broth. Cool. See you in a couple. Honey, what are you making? What did you come up with for a cocktail tonight?
I'm making a drink that I call Forget About It, because you're using figs. So I'm gonna use fig preserve.
I get the joke,
You
sweetheart.
get it? Fig, egg.
Yes, honey.
So,
we watched Goodfellas like yesterday, so yes.
It's kind of like an old-fashioned. Technique's a little different. I would typically make an old-fashioned directly in the glass, but since we're using fig preserves, I'm gonna strain it. So here I have just some bourbon. You could use rye whiskey too if you like, but Maria says she likes bourbon, so I'm using bourbon.
I am shocked. Maria doesn't like a lot of stuff. I didn't know she even drank brown liquor. She only asks for
He
champagne
loves rum too.
or tequila.
Tiki drinks.
Oof.
I'm
I had no idea she liked bourbon until today.
gonna add some Angostura style bitters.
All right. Maria's the taste tester of this one.
I'm gonna put just a little bit of simple syrup to kind of balance out the drink. Don't need a lot of that because we've got these really nice local fig preserves. Originally, I was gonna use fresh figs and like muddle them into glass, and Rachael ixnayed that immediately. She's like, "That's the worst idea you've ever had. You're just gonna make a mess at the bottom of the glass." So you're probably right about that one.
That's as close as I'm ever gonna get. She's probably right about that one.
I think this is gonna be good. Now that the fig preserves in there, I kind of stirred them up a little bit to incorporate them into the drink. And ice this down. Of course, I'm gonna throw ice all through the place because I always do. Ooh, I can already smell the figs. Or maybe that's the chicken. I can't tell. Anyway, it smells like figs all over this joint. Now, you don't have to do this part, but this is called a double strain method, just because there's all that, like, figgy goop in the drink. So I'm going to double strain
Nothing
it.
sells a cocktail more than goop.
Well, I am de-goopifying it. At least I'm trying to. It's not going, nothing ever works. It's not going through the strainer. You know what? Forget the whole double straining thing. Let's just go right in the glass. And
Maria,
for the
I'm here.
finishing touch, I'm going to do a little orange zest over the top. You always want to zest the fruit down, skin side down into the drink so it expresses all those oils into the drink, which gives it the flavor. You can see that the oil's actually coming off of that. And voila. Marie, you want to try?
Yes, I do. Cheers.
Salute. That's good, huh?
Good. It's really good.
Tastes like a fig
I love how
Newton.
shocked she sounds.
It's like a pickle. No,
You know, that's good.
It tastes like a Fig Newton got in a fight with the old fashioned.
Okay, guys, we're getting figgy with it. I think our sauce is ready. Now, this was the squashed figs that were a little riper than the other ones. We made the garnish figs out of the firmer ones. Always, always, even if you're just, a home cook like me, just spin around and make it look okay before it goes to the table, right? Just give a little spin. And then what I did was I told you guys I was gonna do this. I took the firmer figs And I just seared them up a little bit in a smaller skillet, and I use those for garnish across the top. So they're not as, saucy and kind of braised and mushed up into the sauce as the rest of the fellas. These guys were a little firmer, so you get a nice color out of them. Just to flip over on the top, so people really get that it's Figgy, getting Figgy with it, chicken. Okay, we're ready for the table. Somebody carry it over.